Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing something, I'm trying to build a little something. I started doing this, I figured, let me turn the camera on and see if I can record some of this stuff. Basically I'm putting some ball bearings, I'm trying to make like a track piece. I bought this thing for my power washer that does the gutters and everything else. It's a really long, I'll take a picture of that too, but it's one of those really long 24-foot extensions, and the biggest problem I'm going to have is trying to control it. So what I thought of is trying to make something with like ball bearings that'll guide on my gutters, and hopefully it'll keep it in place so it's not like going all over the place. If you get an idea what I'm trying to do here, I'm going to right now I'm in the process. Like I said, I started putting these bearings in. I started notching out these for other bearings. I have another one in here, and I'm gonna like I said, I'm gonna start recording now. I'm gonna do that one. Basically what I'm gonna be doing is putting like to give you an idea, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it yet, but I'm gonna put this kind of like that in a way, so it's kind of like rubbing on the side of the gutters. Now obviously, you know, this piece will stay turned down, and I'll put the C-clips in there. And then I was thinking about just like turning this down, maybe putting a hole in here, either screwing it in or probably just putting a press fit and then maybe welding it or something. I don't want the ball bearings. I want the ball bearings to sit like kind of like that all the way around. You'll get a better picture when I'm done. But anyway, don't mind the noise. Let's get on to the next one. Let me do this one with the C-clips. In fact, I'll put this together. This is 3/8 stock, nothing crazy. I didn't even turn it down. I'm not looking for precision here. I'm just looking for it to be close. Um, so let me put this groove in here and get an idea of what I'm kind of doing here. Okay, that one's in there. So basically just putting that C-clip in there, that'll stop it from going that way. To let it roll, got another one right here. And these are 3/8 C-clamps, or whatever you want to call them. I'm not sure what I think that's what the clip rings. I'm not sure. Harbor Freight Special. But yeah, so there's that one. So now this won't move at all either direction, but I can either screw it or weld it here. Now obviously that's why I left myself a little bit extra room, because I really kind of wanted to sit like that. I wanted to kind of be really close. So anyway, this is the other one. And then what I'm thinking about after that is welding something on the other side, like maybe some kind of holder to something to do to hold my pressure washer nozzle or something to keep it so it's kind of pointing down. And this is basically just to clean up my gutters. I'm petrified of heights. I don't want my wife getting up there. It's not worth it. So usually I don't want to bug neighbors or anything else either. So you know what? I just bought this thing, and yeah, I'll see how it works out. Obviously, I'll do a video of that too. But anyway, let me record some of this. I don't know if you want to see some of this lathe work or not. It's really, I've seen it probably a million times. And like I said, I'm no projectionist here. Yeah, machinist here. My father was a projectionist. What else was I going to say? This is my South Bend Heavy 10. So just in case if you're curious or what it is. All right, let's turn this guy on. All right, it's going to be a little loud, so. I actually have a DRO set above, so you can see that. This way you know where I'm going. I set it to 0, so I know exactly how far I'm going in. A little bit of chatter. Anyway, that's the other this thing. So I'll watch that, you watch this. It's kind of like a 3-person Let me turn this on the other side. Do this around here. Come on. And make sure that I got the right measurement here before I cut the other side. Yeah, we're going to do that right on that line. All right. Put this guy back in there. Come on, baby. I have a stop hooked up too, but move that back a little bit more. Yeah, right about there, I'm going to say. Tighten this up. Like I said, you're in my way kind of, but I don't really have a lot of room here, so I have a back wall behind me, so I really don't have any room to do anything else. All right, next one. Oh, too much. Let's see what's going on there. I think I didn't tighten it up. Tighten it up. Hold on. I guess that's kind of hard with the camera here. All right. Try not to take heavy cuts either, but. All right. Let's see if that'll work out. Take it out again. Move this down a little bit here. Oops, sorry about that. There it goes. Ah, come on. Get a paper towel. Here it is. So oil and stuff. Like I said, I didn't go to crazy. I didn't turn it down. It's the perfect size. But there we go. Let me zoom this back out again. All right. Anyway, this is the other one. So basically, it's. I mean, I guess it can't be simpler, right? Just have this one, and then these two. Okay. And they're basically the same exact size. They're the same exact thing right there. So I'll put the C-clamp on those. 3 more bearings. Okay, there you go right there. It's in there nice and solid. I don't know what the depth is, to be honest with you. I kind of went with the first one and kind of kept checking it and set it, and you know. So, and here's the second one. And like I said, these clips are just to hopefully stop it from riding up and down, and I don't want to lose the ball bearings. All right, there we go. Tight, tight. All right, you got those. I could have made that a little bit closer, but anyway, that's what you're looking at. This one's going to roll a little more. But so now I'm wondering if I should try to turn down this end a little bit. Obviously, I can't go all the way to the edge, but just enough to where I can, or actually, I'm trying to think, my next thing is to weld this, like put these in here. So I'm wondering if I thought I had marked this before, but I guess the marking came off. I was thinking about taking this to my milling machine, milling a slot here and a slot here, and drilling a couple holes, turning this down to fit inside there, and basically that's really it. I was just going to do that and then put a piece of weld. I just really wanted to go like that, so just kind of lining up right around that area, but here. So, all right, let me think about this a second. I can actually, I'm trying to think of how I can do this a little better. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm not really exactly sure, but that's what I'm aiming for. So this way the ball bearings ride in the gutter, and then I'll, you know, do something. You know, I could probably drill through completely. All right, I'm just trying to think of what I'm going to do here. So I definitely don't want to just weld that like that. That's not going to work out. All right, let's go to the, let me see here. Let's go to the milling machine. I think I have another project on there, but see if we can get in there. Just trying to think. I don't want to. I don't want to turn this down yet because I want as much room as I can on this. But I do know exactly where I want it. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it in the milling machine and maybe put a couple flats on there. I guess I could probably just turn this down to make it fit in there. You know, put a flat in a hole and then just turn it down. I mean, I could always screw it in too, right? Although this is, well, this is, I don't know. You think, I guess I could screw it in, right? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll turn that down, thread it to like, this is a 3/8, so maybe I'll do like, let's see, what's 3/8, 10 millimeter, maybe like an 8 millimeter, something like a, I don't know, 5/16 or something like that. Maybe I'll turn it down, then I'll do a 5/16 drill bit in here and here on these two, and then I'll turn this down to 5/16 on one edge, pop it in there, and yeah, I can probably screw it together, but I think I might just want to weld it because I don't want it to come apart. Well, we'll see what happens. Let's get this in the, let's see, what do we want to do here next? Let me think here. Drawing a blank. All right, I can, no, I would probably use this side because that's probably better on me. That's both the tops. No, those two right there. All right, let's go to the milling machine. Stay tuned. All right, here we are. We're back at the milling machine now. This is my Wells Index milling machine. I don't use that much, but I like it. There's the piece right here. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to, I'm going to put some flats on this because I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little flat on this to drill a, I'm going to drill, I guess I'm going to drill a, like a 1/4 inch hole in here, and I'll turn the other one down to like a 1/4 inch to get it in there. This one to turn it down to a 1/4 inch, and then I'll be able to push in there, and I don't know, maybe I'll weld it, maybe I'll thread it, maybe I'll Loctite it. You know, honestly, it's not going to be anything crazy. I don't want it, you know, coming apart, so I guess maybe I'll just weld it, but I'll see what happens. All right, this machine's a little, it's not the quietest, so as an old guy, but it's all right, it does work good. It moved on me. Now why would I have to tighten it up? Alright, let's see if I can salvage this piece. Alright, I just forgot to tighten it, so my fault. Make sure it's tight now. Alright, let's try this again. Round 2. now my problem is going to be is, yeah, I didn't want to go too far in. And that's perfect. What I think I'm looking at here is somewhere along the lines of there. Let me see something. Where's my other bearing? I have a little nub there now too. Yeah. There it is. Yeah, I didn't want to break the spot for the clips either, so alright, let's put that like that. And then we're thinking, I want that to be like around there. So I'm thinking a dot right there. I guess right basically in the center. Let me see what we have here. Yeah, let me get my other marker. Alright, where's my marker at now? What I'm going to do is just draw this out. I think that'll be good. Right about there. That should be fine. So let's take this back out again. Let's replace that with my drill chuck. Alright, let's put this guy in here. Oh, sorry about that. Did I move you guys? And I don't know if I have enough room here to get this drill chuck up, so I'm probably going to turn the table down. Let me turn this off. That's off. That's back up. Let's, I don't think I have the room, so let's, let me take the drill bit out first. So let's squeeze it up in there and then move it. I don't feel like I should have left the table down. It's always a pain getting it up and down again. Yeah. Alright, let's bring the table down. I gotta move you back a little bit here. Get this guy down. Get you over here. There's like a side view. How's that? Side view of everything. Alright, let me see what I got here. That looks pretty good, right? Yeah, I'm too lazy to use a DRO. I'm just, like I said, this is nothing precision. This is just too Guess I don't have to go all the way through. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go all the way through. Because you know what? Maybe I can tap that, right? Oh, well, it's too late now. That's all right. Yeah, I don't want to go too much farther. I mean, I guess I could go through it, right? Not going to make a difference. All right, I'll make a hole through it. Doesn't make a difference. It's not really going to matter. Now let's take it off and try to make it level again. I'm going to try to use a, let's put it this way. What I'm going to try to do is use a 1, 2, 3 block, just level it, and see if I can turn it around the other way. Just put it in enough that I can grab it. Again, this is nothing crazy here. Give myself some room here. Get a little one way of doing it, right? Just trying to pick this thing level or make it at least level. I'm going to do the same thing on this side, just mill it out a little bit. Now I wonder if I should put something underneath here. I don't think it's going to really flex, but I should probably, any chance? I don't have anything yet. Let me, I'm going to take light cuts. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to go crazy on this. Let me get my, draw it. I didn't even measure how far I went down, to be honest with you. Like again, I'm not going crazy on this thing. I'm gonna bring the thing down this time. I'm not gonna deal with all that. Let's lock that guy. All right, let's start her up. Alright, that seems pretty good. Just trying to mill flat there. Alright, let's get this, put that back up again. And let's get my gel truck back in there again, and we'll do the same thing like I said on this side. It's going to be the same thing. It's going to be right there in the center there. Let's put a little dot there. A little bit more. A little bit more right around here. Yeah, that should be good. Drill. I made an automatic collet release, or whatever you want to call it. I just never got a chance to put it in. I'm so busy doing so much stuff. Oh, see that? All right. Yeah, look at that flexing. All right, let me get something underneath that so it doesn't flex. And we'll do that. All right, there we go. Try not to get under the table. I think I broke it. Wow, look at the way that's flexing. Get a nice bit shot too. Another bit here. That bit is shot. I think I broke the tip of it. Of course, I got to move it again. You know, let me just do it this way. A lot easier. Sharpen you up. Okay. Where's my other? Okay, let's take that out and see what that looks like. And we'll go back to the lathe. Yeah, it's not perfect. It's good enough for me. What I want to do now is, all right, well that part is done there. I can now put, I guess I didn't even get that one straight. Look at that. That was pretty bad. I guess I should have just spent the more time. It doesn't make it there. Like I said, this is nothing crazy. All right, I want to put these back on here, and then I want to put that like that. So hold on one second. And this is the attachment right here. If you see this thing, you probably can't see because my quick jots. But anyway, it's right in here. It's this piece right here. And what it is it has an extension, and it goes up. Okay, and basically use your pressure washer to clean out your gutters on Petrified Heights. It has tons of hose and a strap. And, I can't even see if I can show it better this way. Yeah, it has a strap and everything. But anyway, I was hoping to make some kind of attachment off of this because everybody says it goes crazy and it's really wild. So I'm thinking of some kind of attachment off of this on top of that somehow, even with wire ties or something. And this way it'll hold it in one position so when I go against the gutters, it's not going to give me any problems. Let me see how this, let me see how this fits next to the gutters. I might even be able to go in a little more, but let me see how this works out real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, so what we're going to try to do is we're going to turn this down to 1/4 inch to fit in these holes. And I'm going to do 2 of them, both of these, the other one's in there now, so let's turn this on and let's see if we can do that now. Right. Jumping a little bit. I don't know if that's the ball bearings. Yeah, I think that's just the ball bearings. Alright. See how close we are with this. Probably off a lot, but yeah, not too bad. We're getting there. Not much more. Alright. Yeah, it's like right there. Yeah, so close. All right, I'll just do a spring pass. easy for my next one. Come on. Alright, that's almost there. Yeah, still got a little, like just, alright, there we go. That's looking good. Now I just want to come in a little bit. That looks really good right there. This side's a little more tight, but that looks pretty good. I like that. Pretty much lining up where I wanted to. I wonder if I should go in a little bit more. No, that should be good, because you know what? It's going to roll on the top of the gutters, roll on the side of the gutters. I don't know if I can maybe bang that in a little bit. Yeah, you know what? Let me just do that a little bit more, clean that up a little bit, and then we should be good. Come on, baby. Come on, I don't want you to stay yet. Nice. Perfect. All right. Number dos. All right. It's off a little bit. Let me try to turn it. DRO says 3, and it says right there. All right, let's just take a spring pass. Yeah, better. All right. Come on. Okay. Well, that one worked out good, so I gotta just do this one a hair more. It's very, very tight. I probably could get away with it, but let me just do it a little bit. All right, much better. Okay. Wait, look at that abomination, huh? So basically, what I'll probably end up doing is just yeah, I keep dropping everything. I'm gonna weld that. I don't even need these edges, but I guess that would be a good guide. But basically, that's what I'm looking for. It's just something like that. I'm gonna mount something. I'll weld these. Put something up here to kind of do something to like. What am I saying? I guess I'll try to weld that there, see how that works out so it stays like that. And what I'll do is first I'll check it in my gutters, make sure it's going to fit before I go weld and everything and do everything. So stay tuned 1 second. All right, let's see if we can weld this thing. Oh, just move you guys. There we go. Should put a plate down or something, but I'm not. Can see that. I can barely see it. time seeing him. Alright, we'll see how that works out. I'm going to try a second. Go down. Alright, let's see what we got here. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm sure it'll stay, it'll work fine. And yeah. So well, anyway, let me see if I can try to get a video of this thing working, and I still got to figure out what I'm going to do for the to mount this head to this, but I think I got another idea, so stay tuned. So this is what I pretty much came up with. Hopefully this will work. This is going to ride in the gutters, and that's going to shoot out the power washer. And we'll see what happens. I was thinking of using like a U-bolt too, but it's only like an inch thick or something like that, so I don't know. But you know, that'll go on the top of this thing, and you know, this screws in like that. This has this little piece in the top that has to screw in. But anyway, hopefully that'll work out. I will do an updated video when I go to use this thing. Today it's too hot, and this took pretty much everything out of me. So anyway, thanks for watching, and stay tuned, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, YouTube. Hope everyone is safe and well. Like and subscribe.